आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा लरीदा में एक पुराना किला। ये तकरीबन 1000 साल पुराना, इसे गोथिक ईरा भी कहते हैं। तो ये बोर्जस ब्लांकस से अगर आप आधा घंटा ड्राइव करें तो आप यहाँ पहुँच, और अगर बोर्जस ब्लांकस हैं तो सिर्फ 8 मिनट की ड्राइव पर। साथ ही अरबेका है, अरबेका से भी आप 5-6 मिनट में पहुँच जाते हैं। तो ये सदियों पुराना किला है। आप कुछ इसमें बाद में मॉडिफिकेशन भी हुई क्योंकि गिरने वाला था। तो ये है इसका नाम। तो मैं यहाँ से आपको दिखाता हूँ। ये कैटलोनिया लरीदा में है, बहुत पुराना है। लेकिन यहाँ के मैंने बोर्जस ब्लांकस के लोगों से पूछा तो वो भी नहीं जानते थे, क्योंकि यहाँ के लोगों में मैंने देखा है कि वो कशिश नहीं है हिस्टोरिकल प्लेसेस के बारे में, कि वो जाएँ देखें। असल में ये किला बहुत बड़ा था। कुछ मैं मज़ीद आपको दिखाऊंगा। ये बहुत फैला हुआ था, लेकिन ये कुछ हिस्सा जो बिल्कुल बाकी काफ़ी हिस्सा गिर गया इसका। इस गांव में 194 पीपल रहते हैं। 194 2002 की मरदमशुमारी जो हुई थी स्पेन में, उसके मुताबिक। तो इस गांव में, ये गांव आपको बड़ा दिखाई देता है लेकिन सिर्फ 194 लोग रहते हैं। ये खाली है। पुराना दौर था तो उस पुराने दौर का गाँव है। तो उसका ये हिस्सा बच गया जो बैरूनी था, बाकी हिस्से तकरीबन गिर चुके हैं। थोड़ी बहुत इमारतें बची। तो ये गोथिक पीरियड है। गोथिक पीरियड कहते हैं स्पेन में या पूरे यूरोप में, जब ये 13वीं सदी से लेकर 16वीं सदी के दरमियान जो एक ख़ास किस्म की तामीरात थी, ये उस दौर की नुमाइंदगी करता है। लेकिन हमें ये भी याद रखना चाहिए कि ये हम एसोसिएट तो करते हैं 13वीं सदी से, लेकिन जिसकी बुनियादें हैं वो ये रोमन ईरा की हैं। क्योंकि जो गोथिक पीरियड यहाँ पे यूरोप में इस्तेमाल करते हैं, उसके मीनारात, उसकी बिल्डिंग्स का खास पहलू देख के उसको वो आइडिया लगाते हैं कि ये फ़लाँ पीरियड है 13वीं सदी से ऑनवर्ड। लेकिन ये बेसिकली इसकी जो बुनियादें आप देख रहे हैं, ये रोमन एम्पायर जो थी उस दौर की। तो दरवाजे बंद हैं इसके, मैं बाहर से दिखाऊंगा आपको, क्योंकि यहाँ पे उन्होंने इतना स्टाफ है, उतने इंगेज करते हैं जितनी ज़रूरत हो। तो अगर आपको किसी की खिदमत लेनी होगी, आपको दिखाएं ये दरवाज़ा खोलें, तो आपको एक दिन कॉल करनी पड़ती है। अगर वो अवेलेबल हों तो ठीक है, ना हो तो आपको टाइम दे देते हैं। क्योंकि मुझे तो टाइम काफ़ी लंबा दिया, तो मेरे पास इतना टाइम नहीं था कि मैं 1 हफ़्ता वेट करता, क्योंकि मैंने एक और पुराने रोमन ईरा के दौर की बिल्डिंग की अपॉइंटमेंट ली हुई है इस थर्सडे की। तो ये कहते हैं कि ये 13वीं सदी का ही दरवाज़ा है। कस्तियो इन लरीदा ला फोरेस्ता। तो ये बुनियादें जो है ये रोमन पीरियड से बिलोंग करती हैं। तो किसी दौर में इसके बारे में ये गाइड बता रहे थे कि यहाँ से पानी आता था बाहर, ये यहाँ से पानी निकलता था बाहर, यह पानी के निकास के लिए। तो ये साथ दूसरा किला था जो बाकी कुछ बिल्डिंग्स बाकी हैं, कुछ इसकी गिर चुकी हैं। तो पहले मैं आपको किला दिखाता हूँ। यानी मेरे इर्द गिर्द लोग नहीं हैं, छोटा सा गांव है, छोटा सा, बिल्डिंग बहुत ज़्यादा है लेकिन गांव छोटा है। ये 194 पीपल रहते हैं 2002 की जो सेंसस हुए थे। देखते हैं कि दरवाज़ा नॉक करने की भी एक हिस्ट्री है। तो देखें उस दौर में भी ये था कि जब कोई आएगा बाहर से दूसरे आर्मी के लोग, तो पहले इसे नॉक करेंगे, ऐसे 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 आवाज़ आएगी। तो ये जो इजाज़त लेकर जाना है, ये इसकी भी यहाँ से हमें मिलती है इसकी हिस्ट्री। कस्तियो दे ला फोरेस्ता। ये देखें, बाहर से देखने के लिए किले के अंदर से आप देख सकें, अंदर वाले लोग बाहर देख सकें, कोई ख़तरा तो नहीं है। एक इसका रीज़न ये है, देखें ये हिफाजत के लिए था कि अगर आपने बाहर से देखना हो तो ये दरवाज़ा देखें, ये ऊपर कितना बड़ा पत्थर ऊपर लगाया गया काट के, कितनी खूबसूरती से। ये वो दौर है जब मशीन नहीं थी, लेकिन अपने ज़माने के हिसाब से उन्होंने एक ये है देखें, ताकि आप बाहर नज़र रख सकें। ये जो पत्थर नज़र आ रहा है आपको, ये गिर गया था, पुराना निकल गया था, ये बाद में लगाया गया ये पत्थर। और ये 2-3-4 पत्थर नज़र आ रहे हैं, बाकी ये पुराना। Castillo en Lleida, la Floresta, 1300 viejo. Esto 1000 viejo puerta esto. Esto cerrado y no puedo entrar. Piedras muy viejo. This is very old building. This is fort. Around about 1000 years back its history is found, but before that there is no history found, but it's Gothic period related. But before Gothic period, its basis foundation is belongs to Roman period. This door is ancient, but it's colored and somewhat innovated. You look the upside of this. Now this is a made washroom for the people inside. That's why it's opened. And outside this is for going upstairs. It's closed. And this is stone. Just look at the inside. This wood is very ancient. That's why it's surviving. It's of a higher quality. But while using inside the door, stones are cut and some antique things are cut out. That's damaging. But they had to do this to preserve this place. This is the main door. This is the part of the fort. This may not be the main part of the fort because fort is inside, but now found some few small buildings, if we see. But this is very magnificent. Maybe some king or local big has been living here. But I thought it's on the middle of the mountains. So security wise, it's not possible for him to live here because it's very easy to attack him and catch him. So maybe not in the days of war he has been using this place. It's maybe a guest house or something. These are the very big stones. The era without machines, it was very difficult to make them, but we see how beautifully made. Even now, if we try to cut stones, it's not possible, but very artistically this is cut. This is over here is a bell to ring, and gather the people are for warning it may be used. It's very beautifully made. Big stones. This door is not ancient. Afterward it's reused. But you look here. It's written 1786. So, and there is a crown's sign. So this is on stone. It's written. That is was written in 1768. So upside maybe the after 13th century, in 13th century made Gothic period, but its foundations indicates Roman era. Look at how beautifully softly it's cut. I thought initially it may be the church, but it's not a church. It's for maybe warning bells or for security purposes which have been used. It may be the palace, living palace within the fort, where someone living luxurious life, because it's very luxurious, very luxurious. It comprises of three parts. First part maybe for security personnel. Second part is the main part. Upside there the rooms. This is the other side of the, I may say, palace. So my supposition is here people, security personnel, or maybe some kitchens or some other things. This is made, and this is also for army personnel, for security personnel. And this is the main part where maybe the lords, warlords, or some kings, queens, princes, prince used to live here. And here is a well to store water. Down is a Roman era. In the middle there's a Gothic period, and upside there's after in 17th, 18th century material is used. But if we see how big stones are made, and I'm surprised from this to this, around about 10 or maybe more than 10 feet. This is a one piece. How difficult to cut and bring stones here. Very big stones. It's very difficult to bring here and put them on the foundation. If you see in down, there's a small stones, but on them they are placed big stones. So I don't know what technology at that time it was used to put them. Very tranquility. And here's another side to view outside from the palace. How beautiful. I'm feeling here I'm living in 13th century. I show you some another thing ancient. If you look here, this is the royal image. This is the royal image engraved on a stone. Maybe at that time kings use this, or for particular government or state use this image. This is a well, water well. This is a later made. This is not ancient. Here walls were existing here, but fell down with the passage of time, and afterwards some private person made a swimming pool for him. But this is the matter of 40 or 50 years back, not now. This is the original part of palace. You look here. This is the middle part. This is the middle part. Might be used by the kings, warlords. And this is the back side. This is initially made. This is not afterwards made. Look at the stones are cut and placed here very artistically. Look at the wood, ancient wood of 13th century. How strong it is. Some tourists are here to this is initially you see here inside rooms, maybe for some personal emperor stuff. Initially it was made like this. Now this door and window is not ancient, but this is ancient. Afterwards these things are put because ancient things were out of usage and broken down. This may be used for some artillery or for weapons or for security reasons. And this is wet. And this is the place I was mentioning. This is the initial part on the road that may be used by some army personnel for security and other reasons. This is my supposition, nothing written here. But last part and the first part entirely indicating because these are not very lavish, but the middle part is lavish. So this may be used by some big gun of that era. So you again look here. There was initially a door but closed. So it may be used for security, lower security personnel, because offices were considered for living and other things. Now I'm again on the main. So you look here, this is another part. If I can make you see inside, so it's on the left side of the palace. So it may be used for security and for artillery or for any weapons being used for war. So this is the outside of the fort. I'm not sure on which side, west or south, north or east, because since many years I'm here, I'm unable to discover the locations, east, west, north or south. This is the outer side, but I'm sure that is sure. The other side is mountains. This is the other side where I'm middle. Here are mountains. My right mountains, left are mountains, but here not mountains, and here also mountains, but there are certain roads. So this was being used for transportation and going to other areas. So this part is made strong for the protection and beauty, significance, and for security reasons, for looking outside from the palace. This is made a hole. This is the small one. If there you feel any danger, you can use this, because this may be dangerous. If you see outside and someone may injure you and make any conspiracy. And Lord, this is the old Roman era. Now I will take you to back of this. There's private house made. This is not ancient, but it's made within the fort. Outside is ancient. I'm writing something. What is written? I see here. Here is written 1762. This is the combination of many centuries, because stones of different eras are used. This is called evolution of technology. There was some buildings here, but fall down. You see here back is a hill station, because these things are made where you feel that you can protect your territory. There are remains of some old buildings. Here's a well, water well again, another. There was a building but fell down. Down, very ancient, up is belong to 16th and 17th century. And this is not very ancient, but someone was telling me that this is 200 years ago this was put here to draw water. You see here was the water, and again supposition, this is not very big, so maybe it's used for taking bath for the emperor or princess, because it's not very big. So maybe here's a well used to bring water here for taking bath for the princess or king or someone, warlord, because it's not very big. But this is the well. I think water was drawn from here, from this place, to put here to take bath for the prince. Because it's very majestically made down, if you see here. So it indicates it's very important at that time. This was old, but became the I'm trying to go another path, but here's some difficult path. I first show you this. Look at here. So my supposition is, you see here there's the door. So maybe there's a bathing place for the emperor or for someone else, and they used to enter from this side, because there was a building that is fell down, became the part of history. Now we're unable to find this building, but this is here. I found the door. Where is a bathing place, and there's the foundation of wall. Foundation is made of stones, but above is made with small stones and mud. Now I'm trying to go another ancient place, but let's see what happens there, because there's no proper way. If you hear this automatic hour belling, please. Bells are rung at every 15 minutes. There is a wall for the protection of this place, ancient wall. Within the fort there was a wall to protect this place. Extra security measures were taken. At that time, a typical military strategy and other things were kept in mind while making buildings, forts, and anything travel. There was a building, but became history. You see here, but I don't know the exact foundation. I'm trying to locate. I'm noticing one thing, where I'm going, a cat is if you see here's a cat following me. It cats, if we see the Hollywood movies where cats used to protect the buildings and other areas, so it's somewhat difficult to pass through, but I'm trying very hard to go there. Let's see. This is the foundation helping me out of this site. These are very pinching, so difficult to walk and go other side. This is almond tree. If this cat is following me since 1 hour, where I am going, this cat is following me. It was near the water well, and where I am going, this cat is following me. Maybe some mystery behind this. 2 times I passed, but it remained in the same place. I'm making way to reach near a wall. Finally, I'm reached here. Observer pinching me a lot. So this is the main castle. I am making a difference between the palace and the castle. So within the fort, there was a place for maybe for king, for any prince, because this is only one left hand, and this is on the near to the road. So in other days of war, it may be used by some big person, king, or anyone for luxurious life. It is very difficult because when you are single, for discovering a group is always helpful. But when you are single in the mountains where persons are, you are not seeing the public, very few persons. This is Floresta Castillo Castle. Its name is this very ancient place. I may be the first Pakistani who are here to discover history. You look here. It's very difficult to climb up. I was here down. I'm out of breath. Because climbing up, going down, up. This is the place where water was stored on a wider scale. Water was preserved here. This is the place where water was preserved. This is the ancient part of the castle, but it has become private property of someone, so they don't allow. And it's written outside the gate, dogs are inside, don't enter here. But it's the ancient. You look at. I wanted to go there, but unfortunately, this is private property of someone now. There are two parts. First part is here to store the water, second is here. So there are two parts of the pool to store water. This is demarcation of one part and another is here. If you look here. This is our boundary wall of water pool. This is the tree of zaitun, in Espanol aceituna, aceite. Here's another old, if you see basically it was a very large area. If you see here, they are divided in many parts according to ranks for normal soldiers, big guns. It may be a godown to store something here. Probably yes. I'm seeing the year. Look at this. This is to protect, because it's again a water preserving area. If you see here, this is water preserving area, and this is, I don't know for what purpose it is used. Maybe some kitchen or something, but I don't know. Maybe for some animal. There's a mud, but other is made with stones. I will show you there, but firstly I'm making you show. So there are 2 or 3 parts. The here is one part, other part is divided here, and other here. There are 3 big parts. So let's see. This is the isolated area, but once in a history it was full of life, activities, social life, thinking, planning, but nothing is left. Everything became history. This is the outside. I don't know its purpose. There are many remains of the buildings. This is on the edge of the hill. You see down. It's much down. Doors are closed, but these are made later, very near from this year, about 30 years back. These doors were used. Ancient wood. You may see the whole area of this territory, and you also see here this is the whole area was part of that fort. So initially, when I started this episode, I told you that this is the palace. Now inside there are other parts of the buildings and other things. They may be used by common man or some middle office holders for different purposes. Everywhere is remains of because I having very short time, so I to cover some more areas. I will show you some interesting things. If almost 2 or 3 days are required to cover the whole area. These are the foundations. One building is here, another here, but this is the edge area ending. Mr. Zohaib, are you okay? I'm missing you here. If you have been here, it would be a pleasure for me, and your company would have given me some encouragement to visit the place and make some interesting commentary. I hope you are enjoying. Mr. Zohaib, look at the history. Once it was powerful life, social life, active life, jealousies, policies, some good persons, bad persons. Now nothing is left. Always good intentions are left. This is the outside boundary of this particular part of the fort. There is a outside wall, one wall for a whole area, and within this fort there are many buildings and it having their own boundaries. So it was for more and more protection. When you having outside one bigger boundary line strong, and inside that you having another boundary line for every building. It's very interesting. Once if other army conquered you, the main walls, inside you can protect yourself. For every building there's a water preserving areas. If we see, this is not in Indo-Pak, Pakistan and India. In Pakistan and India there's a strong boundary line outside and inside. When you invade outer territory, you entered, you can conquer whole area. But here the situation is different. For every building, every part which is important, they having their own independent boundary line. If we see here, this is almond. This is a very historical image. This is, you see, these are the old people, became history. Now new generation is becoming flower. After some time they will also become like this, history. So life like this tree like a history, becoming big, become flower. After that you die. When you are dying, some new generations are coming. After that they will become like this. So this tree indicating what is history. Once you are very beautiful like this flower, after some time you became ugly, you became nothing. So these are the children's. After some time will become bigger, beautiful, and then nothing. This is life. Life goes on and on. Life never stops. This is the message of the history. We are living in present. After some time we will become history. But we must learn from history. I'm going to make you show some interesting part. I'm now on the top of a dome. This is a dome. Inside there's a building. This may be a army post or something. I show you now. These are the very big stones. You see here, this is the post. Here is written 1870, engraved 1870. Door is closed because initially another door. This was not the part. Main part was this. You look at this arch, but later on this door was placed here, maybe for outer protection of the territory. You see here, these are the pillars fell down. Now I am running through the history. This may be some secret place. Now it's broken. There may be a secret way to main part of the fort and palace. Here are can see. There are different ways to enter further. It may be used to bring water from outside or anything. If your territory is occupied, you can escape from the palace. So it may be used for different purposes. First, for secret movement. Second, to bring water, food. And thirdly, if your territory is occupied by some foreigner, you can go from this place and save your life to retaliate. You see here, to the last of my sink, there are remains of this fort palace. Some new trees are planted. It's good. This is Floresta in Lleida. You in Floresta, Lleida, Borges Blancas. I'm walking in the history. Old buildings, remains. This occurs me centuries ago. This was full of life, full of thinking, full of planning, future dangers, suspicions. You look at this stone sizes. I have walked a lot from the fort. For some time I felt I am lost, unable to view the village from, because if you see here, you will not see the location. Where is the village? Here all things about the history are supposition. Things may be different, but we too follow different theories. There's not only one thinking way to stick. That's my opinion. You may differ from my opinion, but every area, every territory, every country having different purposes, buildings. If we see in India and Pakistan, there's different purpose of buildings. In India and Pakistan, if you see forts, castles, there's only one boundary line. But here, every big and important building having on different independent boundary wall. So it's true. But the main part is these stones. These stones are very ancient. They may be reused later on. Even now we see here stones are used, but we cannot see this house is now made, because stones are very ancient, anciently made, but they may be reused. That's my supposition. Even for this 194 person, there is a swimming pool, sports ground. Beautiful. Some old buildings. But I'm unable to see the people. Here are cars, which means people are here, but it looks people not living here, just like a town without houses. Some old walls. This is the old building, and this is not being used. If we this is the upper slab. This is the main part of the fort. I think this is the I'm on the hill, gradually up, and then I reached here. Now I'm going down. It's good. I make you show more clearly. Sometimes you feel proud if you think you may be the first countryman of a particular country to view and make something for your people. So I am serving not only my country, I'm serving also this people of Spain, because I'm making them show their own history, because I am a scholar of history. So this is my passion. This is the upper part. Oh, bigger stones. It's unable even to think to cut stones like this centuries ago and place to a particular area. These are old houses, but now have become property of private persons. So I'm not supposed to enter or make some query. This is the old house. I'm inside the village, but I'm unable to locate the people. How calm this is, how calm, how beautiful. This is the old, but door is closed, so I'm unable to enter and make some inside video, unfortunately. You may see from the hole. Beautiful, beautiful. Location is very beautiful. People are very lucky to have such an environment. Peaceful, natural, security wise good. These people are very lucky to me. Their thinking may be different. I'm going upward to see if there is any more relating to history. Yeah. Historical place. Nenia, yo olvida Floresta baja aquí.
Ah, disculpa.
Yo ahora no lo sé. ¿Dónde Floresta? Floresta Castillo.
Recto.
¿Esto? ¿Abajo?
No hace falta. Recto.
Sí.
Y cuando llegues hacia allá, lo verás.
Ah, sí, gracias. Yo poco vídeo de esto, sí. Gracias. I'm last here. I asked a girl which the main point. There is a old house being destroyed by my friend.
Hey, you don't come near me.
This is the
This is your house. I'm organizing
Oh.
this place. It's your house.
yeah.
You want to live here?
No, I'm just making a.
No. You have to live here. I'm making nice for you. Yeah, one day you come here and live.
What do you think? How old?
This one is 1853.
1950. Very ancient.
185.
Yeah.
1853. 1853. Más de 100 años.
Vale. You are reusing these stones? Piedras usar otra vez?
Sí, otra vez.
Sí, sí.
Sacando, después cuando regra otros sitios.
You speak English well?
I speak Urdu and Bangladesh.
Yeah. Amigo,
No,
¿él habla inglés o no?
No tienes amigo aquí.
Ese no,
¿Qué amigo?
ese
no es amigo.
no speak English.
No, yo no tengo amigos.
I speak English.
Brother,
Yeah.
do you think this is the of one particular period, or there are stones? Do you think of different eras? Technology was different. Cutting is different.
Another technology because this one is old one.
No, old one, but according to that time, there was a certain technology. They were cutting. Now, even now, I am unable to cut these stones.
Yeah, of course. On that time,
Vale. Thank
they
you very
have
much.
technology.
Keep working. Stay blessed.
God bless.
Thank you. These are my friends from Africa, working hard. Stay blessed. This,
Pakistan.
yeah. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Old houses. Now, if you see here, they are reusing these stones and making again. So this is damaging of history, but we cannot do anything here. This is damaging of history. Future generations how will know What was their past? This is the old. I'm walking but don't know where I'm going. I think this is the map of Catalonia, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Beautifully made houses, fields, everything's beauty. Usually for a complete documentary you need many days. It's not possible in 2 or 3 hours. This is the old foundations. This is the natural water. You know, from in Europe people buy water and drink, but here is the water coming from here. You can use it. If you go Kashmir, you see water like this coming from some stone. So this is the water they are storing here. Then it being sent to other places after recycling. But usually people don't drink. They think this water is not very good for everyday use, but you can use it occasionally. But this is natural water. They store here, then recycle here, and then goes to houses. This is the ancient wall. Now some remains are here. This is the old well. You see these insects? This is the ultimate end of the old village here. This is the final wall. After that, there's no village. And according to the census 20, I think 3 years back, 22, in the year 22, it was found 194 people are living here. If you see here, old building, old foundations, demolished, and new house is being constructed. The driver has engaged and I gave him time. Come after 2 hours. He called me. Come, I'm here. So it's very certain things, some certain limitations, time limitations, budget limitations. I wanted to make some more work here. I don't know if this is any park or something, but foundations, walls are ancient. All lucky people who are living in these ancient buildings and have not changed the original buildings. This is all for sale. This is the plaza. I'm going through the ancient village. È stato gentleman de la Floresta edificio यहाँ पे देखने 194 पीपल हैं, उनके लिए भी एक प्रॉपर ऑफिस मौजूद है जो उनको इंतज़ामी तौर पे चलाता है. There is a proper administration for this 194 people. Old civilization, European civilization. Very fascinating, very attractive. Here is again a fountain. Here's a fountain. Well, ancient well, but now using pipe to draw water. This is natural water coming from the mountains. This is drinkable water. It's a blessing if you find in Europe such a water. This is used as a pool to store water here initially. Reason why? Because here was a fountain, naturally coming water. If you people have visited Kashmir or you from Kashmir, there's a plenty of such natural waters coming from hills. People use it for drinking and other purposes. This is the ancient buildings now being used for other purposes. Oh, beautiful location. This is where someone chose to make this fort. Very beautiful location. Attractive. This is Godan. This is Godan. This is to support the building. This is made. Here's a poetry is written by, to me, poetic words. Maybe some religious person wrote, but there's a poetic. Where when I translated, I was surprised. This is said that this was the ice was stored here. If you see in Catalan, it is written that here was ice was stored to make your summer feeling for good. This was here when there was a winter. There was ice that was stored here to be used in summer to make houses somewhat. I'm taking the word in Castellano, frío, feeling cool. This was made to store. This was made to store ice, natural ice that usually in winter down. Very beautiful, very beautiful. Maybe they threw ice from here. And there's stones to preserve for 5 or 6 months. I am now on the top of this. Now glass is used to avoid from the rain. This is the dome. Very difficult to climb up and down. I'm just making for the people to know more about this place and visit history. These are foundations. This is the for storing ice for summer. I don't know what is this, but like this dome, this may be for a particular purpose, go down, or some military purposes maybe. Train is going, cargo train. My driver is asking to go because he can't wait. So goodbye, Floresta, and anyone who is watching and listening. Thank you very much.